my name is Emily and I'm here to lead you today in Tot Time Tuesday Storytime at Clay Pit Ponds State Park Preserve. Are you ready for story time? If you're ready for story time, let's sing our hello song together. We clap to say hello, we clap to say hello. With our friends in story time, we clap and say hello. We wave to say hello, we wave to say hello. With our friends in story time, we wave and say hello. We stomp to say hello, we stomp to say hello. With our friends in story time, we stomp and say hello. Great job, everyone! This week, we're learning about maple trees. Can you all say maple? Can you say maple? Maple trees. Great. Can you say maple really happy? Maple. Can you say maple really sad? Maple. Can you say maple like you're tired? Maple. Can you say maple like you're angry? Maple. Can you say maple in a silly way? Maple. Great job, everyone. That's right, we're learning about maple trees. And here at Clay Pit, we collect something special from maple trees. What do we collect? That's right, maple sap. And then we cook that sap into maple syrup. Have you ever had maple syrup? Maybe pour it on your pancakes? Yummy. Maple syrup is yummy, sweet treat, huh? Great. Let's pretend that we're maple trees. So to start, let's stand up. Okay, let's pretend to be maple trees. To start, plant your feet in place and curl up into a ball. And now you are a seed. Can you all say seed? Great. Seeds will grow into trees. Can you stretch your arms up high and slowly grow up tall into a maple tree? Great job! Look at your tree. Can you stretch your arms high and wide like branches on a tree? Trees will spread out their branches to reach the sunlight. Can you stretch your arms even further to reach that sunlight? Great job, trees. Can you pretend that wind is blowing your branches and sway back and forth? Trees will sway in the wind to keep them from breaking. Sway in the wind. Whoosh. Great job. Maple trees have sap flowing up and down the trunk during this time of the year. Can you wave your hands up and down like sap flowing up and down the trunk of the tree? Great. Up and down, up and down. To collect this sap, we will drill a hole into the tree. Can you pretend your finger is a drill and drill a hole into your tummy? Drill a hole into your tummy. Ooh, ouch. Great. Now, can you pretend you're collecting sap in a bucket? And now you have a bunch of sap and pour it into a pot. Let's then turn on our stove and watch as the sap boils and cooks, turning that sap into syrup. Great. Now let's pretend to pour that syrup on our pancakes and eat them all up. Great job, everyone! You make great maple trees. Now, let's sing a song about trees. So, do the dance moves that I do and sing along if you know the song. Ready? If you're a tree and you know it, grow up high. If you're a tree and you know it, grow up high. If you're a tree and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a tree and you know it, grow up high. If you're a tree and you know it, touch your roots. If you're a tree and you know it, touch your roots. If you're a tree and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a tree and you know it, touch your roots. If you're a tree and you know it, wave your leaves. If you're a tree and you know it, wave your leaves. If you're a tree and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a tree and you know it, wave your leaves. Great job! Good singing, everyone. Now let's do some counting on our felt board. So let's sit back down on our Storytime rug to use the felt board. Okay, time to do some counting on our felt board. How many maple leaves do we have on our maple tree? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 leaves. Great. 5 little leaves in the maple tree, as bright and as pretty as they can be. Along came a wind, whoosh, blowing all around, and one bright leaf fell to the ground. Now, how many leaves are on the tree? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 maple leaves. 4 little leaves in the maple tree, as bright and as pretty as they can be. Along came the wind, whoosh, blowing all around, and one bright leaf fell to the ground. Now, how many leaves do we have left on our maple tree? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3 leaves. Great. 3 little leaves in the maple tree, as bright and as pretty as they can be. Along came the wind, whoosh, blowing all around, and one bright leaf flew to the ground. Now, how many leaves do we have left in the tree? 1, 2. 2 leaves. 2 little leaves in the maple tree, as bright and as pretty as they can be. Along came the wind, whoosh, blowing all around, and one bright leaf fell to the ground. Now how many leaves are left in our tree? 1. 1 maple leaf. Great. 1 little leaf in a maple tree, as bright and as pretty as it can be. Along came the wind, whoosh, blowing all around, and our last little leaf fell to the ground. Now, how many leaves do we have left? None. 0. No more leaves. Great job counting. Let's now stand up and sing another song. Okay, let's sing one more song today. We're gonna sing about turning sap into syrup. And if you can, sing and dance along with us. Ready? First we drill a hole. First we drill a hole. Maple syrup, here we go. First we drill a hole. The sap begins to flow. The sap begins to flow. When it's cold, the sap will go. The sap begins to flow. We hang a bucket up. We hang a bucket up. Maple sap will fill it up. We hang a bucket up. Then pour it in a pot. Pour it in a pot. Turn the sap to syrup. We pour it in a pot. The syrup is boiling up. The syrup is boiling up. Stir slow, around we go. The syrup is boiling up. Great job today! Yay! I hope you learned a whole ton about maple trees and maple syruping. If you go out on the trails, you might see some buckets hanging up on our maple trees. The last couple of weeks, it's been the perfect temperatures to collect sap. So the sap has been flowing and we've been collecting sap in our maple buckets and then cooking it into maple syrup. If you want to learn more about this process, sign up for our Maple Syrup Saturdays you can find through our Facebook and Eventbrite. Alrighty, are we ready to sing our goodbye song? Let's do it. Ready? We clap to say goodbye. We clap to say goodbye. With our friends it's story time. We clap and say goodbye. We wave to say goodbye. We wave to say goodbye. With our friends it's story time. We wave and say goodbye. We stomp to say goodbye. We stomp to say goodbye. With our friends it's story time. We stomp and say goodbye. Great job, everyone! See you next week!